Hello, let's start another reading vlog. So, I am still in the Bargainer series, and I am continuing it, finally. So, hopefully this February I'll just be going through them all, because, you know, we're ready. But, I'm still very into it, here at book 2 now. It's still giving, it's still good. There's still mysterious things going on in the kingdom they're trying to find out. And, you know, we're going down the pathway. She's finding out more about his kingdom and, you know, just going around, seeing the sights. Also trying to put together what the hell's actually going on because people have not stopped disappearing. So, you know, the mystery continues. And I'm here for it. So, yeah, so far, so good. But anyways, I'm about to go get my nails done. I'll show y'all when it's done, but I'm excited because I only go get my nails done like once a month. Once a year. So here's that one time. Anyways. Okay, so vlog update. I finished A Strange Hymn. Like, this is like the shit that I like. So the first one in the series, because this is the second book. The first one, they were more in like the real world, well, like Earth or whatever. And then this one, they're more in the other world, which is like where the Fae live. So this reminds me of like, you know, kind of like The Cruel Prince, where there's like all the asshole Fae doing asshole shit and they're all conniving. Like, this is the stuff I like. So this one, the only reason this is not 5 stars is because I swear to God, Callie is so slow sometimes. Callie was so slow at parts. I'm like, child, please. Like, it's so obvious what's happening here. But anyway, so that is the only reason it's not 5 stars, because this, like, the plot is plotting, things are happening, shit's going down. I'm here for it. Like, the relationship's still good, the plot is good, like, both sides of it are good, the fantasy and the romance. So this was like a fun read. I'm super into it. And then so I immediately went and picked up the next one, which this is like the I guess kind of like a novella, except kind of not really. I mean, I guess, but this one is all from Dez's point of view. So this one is all his backstory, which has been kind of interesting. Like, now you see some of the questions that the stuff that he's not telling Kelly, it's all in here. So I am making my way through that, but yeah, this is filling in some gaps. It's filling in some gaps, and then once I'm done with this one, I'm definitely going on to Dark Harmony and finishing out the series. Like, we're binging this now, so here we go. Also, I got my nails done. I'm really happy with how these came out. I tried a new place. Okay, so it's a few days later, but I need to update that I finished this, obviously. And so this does take you all the way up to like the end of book 2. So now we're all caught up on both sides. And then so, you know, from here, it got a little bit less interesting toward the end, because it's basically kind of recapping things already that you've already seen. So yeah, definitely the first part I feel like was more interesting, but yeah, like, now we're all caught up, we've seen it from both sides, and now I started Dark Harmony, which is, this is the final one. Like, I'm gonna finish this series in this vlog. So yeah, I took a little break though, because my emotions are so like drained from the intensity of what is going on in all of this. So I took a little break and read on my Kindle. I read for I think her channel Spicy Cats Reads. But for Kitty's Reading Challenge, which is the stuff your Kindle day challenge, like I'll make a video about that. But I read on my Kindle a little book about some Cupids. It was called Blessed by the Cupid Distribution System. And so it's a really short, like 90 pages book about, I guess kind of more of a short story about this girl that has like never really had like a relationship. She's never done any like sexual stuff, and so the Cupid that's supposed to be there to help her, she ends up just going like on a date with her and doing stuff with her. So that was basically the book. I don't know, they kind of said like some of the lines were pretty cliched, I thought, so it wasn't like the best thing I've ever read for sure. So and it kind of went 0 to 100. Like they were like, let's start with the easy stuff. And no, that was not the easy stuff. I was expecting like kissing, hand holding, basic, easy, simple stuff that nobody really messes. I mean, you know, if you've never done this stuff, people, even kissing's nasty if you don't know what you're doing. A little bit. So I don't know. So yeah, I was just like, what? So, oh no, like, I mean, if you want to read it, go for it, but like, that one, it was not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I gave it like, and the epilogue was very unsatisfying, so it was like 2.5. I gave it a 2.5. So anyways, that was that one. Now, yeah. So anyways, after that little breather, I am also listening to the audiobook of The Haunting of Alejandra, and that one is like going by so fast. I mean, you know, that audiobook, the narrator is doesn't seem to be like the most fluent in Spanish. Like it sounds like she's learning. So I would, you know, if you're learning Spanish and stuff, I would not, you know, don't go off of how she's talking in order to like know how to say things, basically, because it's a little bit off. But the actual book is like going by so fast. Like it's all really about Alejandra being like super depressed, basically, and while she's depressed, she's now seeing like La Llorona, and it's just very depressing book. I mean, like the reasons why she's depressed are very valid. I feel like, you know, I mean, it's always valid if you have depression, but you know, she has very obvious things going on in her life that are causing her to like feel like she has no support and stuff like that. And yeah, I hate her husband. I hate her husband so much. I mean, you know, you'll hate him too when you start reading it. You'll hate him, and then as the book goes on, you'll just hate him more. So you'll hate him more. But the book does have like time jumps, and so you see like her mom's story too, and then her grandma's story. So it's kind of interesting like how they're showing like the generations of, you know, kind of like the generational trauma kind of. But yeah, it'll make you feel feels, because yeah, I don't know, because some books, when the character's depressed, it's like, it's kind of really hard to be in their head, because you kind of end up disliking them, which that is like a genuine thing that happens when people have like mental health issues. It does sometimes can make you very unlikable. But this one, I feel like they're doing a very good job of like I don't hate Alejandra. Like I understand why she feels this way completely. Like it's very easy to empathize with her in this one. So it goes through everything that she's kind of dealing with, and even the process of her trying to get help. But yeah, her, and it sounds like even her daughter, are being haunted by La Llorona. So yeah, I feel like it's almost like it's a horror book because they're being haunted, I guess, but it doesn't feel super, like, it's not a scary book. It's kind of more it almost feels more like literary to me, the way that it's like written and like the themes that it's covering. So yeah, it's turning out to be really good. Like, I'm into it. So I'll probably be finishing that one pretty soon too. Yeah. Probably then after that, I'll finally come back and finish Dark Harmony, but we've been reading. I just had to take a little break. But yeah, it's been a interesting time. Okay, so update on The Haunting of Alejandra. I did finish that, and yeah, I really, it's still really kind of more of a literary fiction type book, but like the horror is because she's like literally confronting the demon, you know. So but it's very I feel like it's just a very like almost very literal take on depression and like what it takes to get better from it. But it's very relatable because this is just like, I feel like, I don't know, I'm sure there's a difference between like how men experience depression versus like how women do, because there tends to be a divide with like a lot of that kind of stuff, it seems. But the way that she experiences it, with like all the expectations of everybody on her and like what she thinks she's supposed to be doing, and then having to like basically learn to have boundaries and speak up for herself, and to know that it's like okay basically to make your life how you want, and like, you know, it makes sense to me, because I don't know, I feel like that's probably very true for like a lot of women. I know it was kind of true for me. So, you know, it was nice to see her go from very much thinking that she has to like fit into what everybody told her she was supposed to be, and being really depressed about it, and then to finally kind of like breaking free from all of that, but like in a literal sense, because she had to fight the demon. it made the situation kind of literal, but it was very nice, kind of like how it ended, because yeah, she after going through all of this like horrific, literally horrific shit, then it finally it worked out. So there was like I thought a happy ending. So that was nice. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it covered some very serious topics in a like good way. So anyways, after that I picked up Guild, because I am back on my fantasy romance bullshit. I picked up Guild, and I'm about 100 pages in now, and like it's very easy to read. Like the writing style, it's like, it's not fanciful at all, but the thing about it is I'm getting annoyed with RN, and it's like not even really her fault, but our main character RN, she is just so delulu. Like, she has put herself into delusions basically to not I feel depressed about her situation, I feel like. So, and she has like a lot of trauma. Like, she's like, well, this is better than my old stuff, and I'm like, I've been there. I understand that. I understand that mentality, but also like, oh my god, child. She's in a literal cage. They keep this woman in a cage, and she's like not. She like thinks she's like in love with her captor, who's King Midas, because this is a King Midas kind of story, and so he touched her and made her into gold. So she's golden. She's gold, like her hair gold. She got some gold in her eyes. She's golden. But yeah, she's in a big ass cage, and there he keeps her as a prisoner, and now he's gonna pimp her out for his political gains. Not even political, it's for war. He's pimping her out, and yeah, I think we'll see how long her delusions keep lasting, of like, she thinks that he loves her, and all, girl, he does not love you. He picked you up your shitty situation and put you in a new shitty situation, but you know, I don't know, she keeps saying the bright side is blah blah blah. Like, I don't know. She's clearly starved for touch and affection, and like just she wants to be friends with like the other saddles, which is what they call the broad, like the, I guess what we call them, the king's harem basically. But they get to walk around, and I mean, they're not really free either, but they get to walk around and at least interact with each other and stuff, and she doesn't. So she's very much separated from everybody. Yeah. Also, the queen hates her. She hates all of them, but we're gonna see where this goes, because so far, I think her delusions are being challenged a little bit. So we're gonna see where this goes. See if she ends up being less Delulu by the end, and if she gets out, because I kind of see the situation not lasting as it is. Yeah. Anyways, she's the favored, but I kind of think she's not gonna continue to be at this point, because now she's gonna be tainted, because right now it's like, oh, Midas is the only one that says to touch me, and I'm like, not anymore. So I'm pretty sure she's been dropped in estimation at this point, and he'll probably just goldify some other girl, so put her in the cage, and then they'll probably get rid of her. That's my theory, but we're gonna see what happens. I don't know yet. Do not know yet. Anyways, that's the update. Okay, so another update. So I have started yet another book, and that is the audiobook of Quicksilver, which is on my 25 for 2025 list, so, or at least making progress there. I want somebody to read for it, so all the motivation in the world to read this. But I have started it, and you know, so far it's a little bit different than I expected. I mean, I don't really know what I expected other than for there to be Fae, but I didn't realize that, like, where our main character is from, I think her name's Saris, she is from, like, a world where their monarch, their queen, is basically lying to them about Fae even existing. And so she's just, like, getting sucked into stuff that she's, like, thought didn't even exist. So there's a lot of overwhelm, there's a lot of stuff going on, and, yeah, she's getting sucked into finding out, like, I mean, she already kind of knew she had some powers, but apparently that's kind of illegal. Apparently humans don't really have magical powers and abilities anymore, but they used to. So yeah, there's a lot of, like, interesting history going up to the world now. So there's, like, interesting world building that happened. So far it's different than I expected, but not in a bad way. So yeah, I'm liking it so far. But there's also a book haul to be done, because I keep having doctor's appointments, and when I have the doctor's appointments, I go and buy books. This is just a thing I'm doing lately. So anyways, I went back to the Good Girls Romance bookstore, which is just like my favorite bookstore now, I guess. So I got this bookmark from there, which I think is based on Once Upon a Broken Heart or something, or whatever that series is by Stephanie Garber. I haven't read it yet, I need to, but, like, I don't know, the vibe of this is just, reminds me of some old stuff I used to have. I don't know, it's just, it's a vibe. And then the back just has little hearts, kind of cute. So I got this bookmark, and then this is, like, from a couple of times of going, so, you know, bear that in mind. But anyways, I got Of Seafoam and Saltwater. This was on the local artist table, which is interesting. Like, I had been kind of eyeing this on to, like, read on my Kindle, but then they just, like, I had it printed out, so it just felt meant to be. But I think this is, like, a YA with, like, mermaids and stuff, which I just like those kinds of stories. So yeah, we'll see what this is about. But there's that one, and then I also got this one that everybody has been talking about, A House of Bane and Blood. Got myself a hardcover, which is really nice. But yeah, I think this one's supposed to be, like, a steampunk kind of romantasy, so that'll be interesting to, like, read something a little bit different. I haven't really read that much steampunk. I don't hate steampunk, so, you know, I know for some people that's gonna be a big no, but I'm fine with it. So I have the first one, but I don't know if it's I think it's a trilogy, but, or at least an ongoing series, but I did also, on a different occasion, they also had the hardcover of the second book, so I also picked that up. So hopefully I like it, because yes, we have City of Mirth and Malice. So anyways, there's that. And then basically more books that I was eyeing, I found there. Like, I've been wanting to read The Poisoner. I think it says vampires. But this has so many tags when I looked it up on Storygraph. Like, it's horror, it's fantasy, it's romance, it's historical. There's a lot. It sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on in this. But, it just sounds good. I've been hearing people talk about it online, and so I just want to read it. And then, let's see. Oh, yes. Curse of Shadows and Thorns by L.J. Andrews. This is the start of this is the start of like a long-ish series, but it's not a super long book, luckily. But I think this one you're supposed to technically read this series before the like Ever King and Queen that everyone's reading right now, so I kind of want to read them in that order of like the old stuff first, but we'll see if I like this. But I don't know, I just know it's romantasy. Rebellious princess, you know, blah blah blah, yeah, you know, kingdoms and shit, romantasy. Then I had never even heard of this book, but I just saw it there and I was like, why not? So Wish, which this is book 1 of the Onyx Mist series. I have never heard of this, but I'm gonna give it a go. So let's see. Definitely romantasy. These are pretty much all romantasy. Something about wishes and like one night stand going sideways or something. So interesting. We'll see where this goes. And then this one I've heard a lot of people talking about. Some people hate it because of the writing style apparently, and then other people are like, no, but they still love it anyways. So I got Metal Slinger by Rachel Snyder. And yeah, I'm excited to read this because of all the hype. But yeah, it's just another romantasy, obviously. Fire and Metal book 1. And then I also picked up Avalon Tower because Face by School, yes. Like, and I've been wanting to read something by Stan Crawford. Like, I know they have a lot of like romantasy books out that people are liking, so kind of want to know. And I don't know, I just feel like books that have like 2 authors, they tend to be a little bit better, you know, because there's, you know, somebody that you're bouncing ideas off of tends to work out, it seems like. So we're gonna see and hope that it is, because so far I've been hyped to read this one too. This one was not purchased at the bookstore, I got this online, but I like Tinkerbell, and this is about Tinkerbell, I think. So Wings of Starlight by Alison Saft is the author that's like making the rounds now, I guess. But isn't this just pretty? Like, anything with Tinkerbell, I'm like sold because it's always pretty. Like, look at these chapter headings. It's too pretty. But yeah, this probably should have been the tip off that I was going to be into romantasy as an adult, because yeah, I didn't care about Peter Pan. I didn't even really care about Wendy. Tinkerbell was where it was at. So yeah, I had to. Anytime I see Tinkerbell, I'm like, yep, sold. I think that's the haul. But yeah, so lots of romantasy to be read, and a Tinkerbell book. So yeah, we'll see when I get to these. I'm kind of hoping to get to this one pretty soon, but we'll see. You never know. So I just finished listening to Quicksilver. First off, the ending is like, what the fuck? I mean, I guess I get it, but also, what the fuck? And then also for some reason I didn't realize there was gonna be vampires in this book. Like, I was not mentally prepared for a vampire book. I mean, it wasn't even like a vampire book in like the usual sense where everything's like gothic-y and all that. It wasn't like that, but I don't know, like, there's fae and there's vampires, and for some reason they're not, I don't know, they're like not the same. like they're not both Fae, I guess. I don't know. That part's a little confusing to me, but I feel like this book did a lot. There's alchemy, there's Fae, there's vampires, there's like magic middle powers with the alchemy, the Quicksilver is sentient. Like, there's just a lot of factors in this. A lot of factors. And yeah, the way it ended is kind of crazy. I don't know what to rate this. I'm somewhere between a 3 and a 4. Like, it's definitely, it's not a 5-star. It's not a 5-star, but I was entertained, and this is I'm definitely gonna read the sequel when it comes out. I have no idea how many books long this series is meant to be, but I'm down for the ride, I guess. So yeah, just I'm still like, I just finished just finished the audiobook and just, what the hell. So anyways, that's Quicksilver. Yeah, there's fated mates in here. There's conversations with gods, even. Like, there's just so, I feel like there was so much different, like, so many different factors that made up this book, like, more than usual for a fantasy book. So yeah, this was not the ride I expected, but I'm not mad at it. So anyways, okay, so I'm at like halfway through this right now, and they are so cute. Des and Callie together are like such a cute couple, and they are like the cringe kind of cute in this book. Like, it's just so cute. It's cute. I'm into it. These are the vibes. This is what I feel like we don't get a lot of in these fantasy romance books. Like, sometimes I feel like they don't go into like kind of more like day-to-day regular cute shit that people do. It's always like the more intense stuff. But like, this is so cute. They're such a cute couple. So anyway, yeah, I'm really into it. I'm halfway done. Callie's still a little slow. She's still a little slow. I'm just like, girl, please. Like, she is not doing the thing, I think, that would help them finally get the Thief of Souls, but hopefully, I mean, there's only half the book left, so it has to be, somebody has to be solving this soon, because there's only half a book left. There's only like 200 pages left. So we're gonna see if they can get him. She already fucking knows who he is, kind of, but she doesn't, for some reason. She's like, no, it's just a dream. She's not telling anybody. Like, girl, what? So anyways, I think this book is the mystery part's dragged out probably a little bit more than it needs to be, but yeah, I'm still waiting for that Thief of Souls like end game shit here. But yeah, this is cute. Okay, I have finished this. Oh, the ending was not what I expected at all. Like, it's kind of annoying that Callie is so slow to put anything together, but good to know everybody around her isn't, because man, that it was a lot. But yeah, I can't believe I'm done with this series. Like, the end did not like disappoint, I guess, in terms of like action and stuff going on, but like, man, and Callie really goes through like a whole lot of growth through this series, comes more into her own and all of that. But man, the relationship gets so cute, but then also, damn, the Bargainer is so good at lying and keeping secrets. I mean, that's his whole thing. But yes, he's very good at that for like the whole series. But it's so good. This is so good. I understand the hype now. Like, I love the series, even though Callie's a little slow. Everything else about it I liked. The ending I feel a little conflicted about. Like, the very, very ending, but at the same time I'm like, well, somebody had to put it together. I feel like there's only like one little thing that didn't get explained at the end that I was kind of hoping for, was to know about what happened with like Temper. I mean, they kind of explain, but kind of not. Like, I don't know about her relationship status. But anyways, I wonder if that's possibly gonna get touched on in any of her other books at all. Like, I don't know if any of them like even touch base with any of the other characters that were in this or not. I just know that some of her other books are in the same world. Like, I think this might be in the same world as this. But we're gonna find out because I do intend to read this. But anyways. Yeah. I gave this, I think, 4.25. I don't think I liked this one as much as the second one. I think the second book was my favorite, but this was still so good. Like, this was a good wrap-up book. Like, it's just so good. Now I like the sadness of finishing a series that you like. We're here now. But anyways, so I think this is where we're gonna end the vlog. Having finished this, I did not finish Guild yet. We're gonna come back to that. I'm about halfway through that, but we'll probably open the next vlog with that one. But anyways, yeah, the Bargainer series is worth the read. Anyways, so I'll catch y'all next time.